What's up, you guys? So here in this video, I'm going to explain. All right. First of all, again, my lip piercings. Before I re-pierced my lips, I prayed to God, asking God if if He doesn't want me. I was like, God, if you don't want me to pierce my lips, then convict my heart. Convict me with your Holy Spirit, nudge my heart so that I know that you don't want me to pierce my lips. I didn't get any answers, so I believe with all my heart that that the answer is there's nothing wrong with it. So I'm just throwing that out there right now. So nobody gets all judgy and tries to make me take out my piercings again like I did a few weeks back, because a lot of people kept saying, but that's their own opinions. I mean, it's nothing against God, because I go straight to God first. I don't take anyone's opinions above God's. So above God's, yeah. So I don't. So yeah, there's that. But all right. So there's people in this world who are severely, massively, obscenely rich. Mark Zuckerberg, Elon Musk, I believe Musk is the richest man on earth, I think, that we know of. He's probably got tens of billions of dollars. Actually, I think I read somewhere one time he's got over 200 or 300 billion dollars. So, and Zuckerberg might have tens of billions. I don't know for sure about him. But Musk, I think, has hundreds of billions of dollars. So, anyways, and it's not just because he runs Twitter, or that he owns Tesla, or Tesla. I think there's a lot more things. All right, so here, people who are severely rich like that think they're invincible. Yes, I'm gonna yawn because I didn't get to sleep until like 2 in the morning, and I only slept until 5 something a.m. Since I was awake at 9 yesterday in the morning. So bear with me. Yawns they only make sense in this video. When you have that much money in the world, you're consumed with the cash. If you allow it to consume your heart, and it's basically impossible to not let it consume your heart while having that much money. I mean, he can buy anything he wants. Anything. He can afford anything. If the entire Milky Way was up for sale, if God put the Milky Way out for sale on eBay, then, and I'm talking about the Milky Way galaxy that we are in, not the Milky Way candy bar, I think Musk would be able to buy it. So, and when you have that much money, you start thinking that you can do anything, that you have the power to do anything. You're basically feeling like you're invincible. Or if you want to hear me say that people step it up a notch, they basically compare themselves to gods. So a lot of people who are severely rich think they're indestructible, invincible, and basically consider themselves God. Not only is that blasphemy, but what does it mean to be God? What would it entail to be for a person to be God himself? First of all, it's impossible, obviously, yes, but just bear with me. There's really not much to say about it. Because, so, a lot of people think in order for you to be God, you have to have the power to do anything like create things out of thin air, create human beings, create different worlds, different universes, stars, galaxies, whatever you want to say, and have infinite knowledge as well. Let me tell you, that is infinite zeros percent. It's infinite. That is -1 by infinity. Infinite -1. That those two reasons are. Why, you ask? Well, because God is infinite. To be God, you would have to have not come into existence. You would have had to always existed for all eternity, never to be created, never have an end. Everything except for God and Jesus Christ and the Holy Spirit has a beginning, but will not have an end. Sorry. But even that right there, even if, again, this is an example because it's impossible, but let's say it was possible for another person other than God himself, or Jesus, or the Holy Spirit, to have always existed without ever having been created. Well, guess what? That is still infinite -1 reason. Because that right there alone doesn't make a person God. God isn't God because he didn't come into existence. That he's never been created. He's always existed. He isn't God just because of that. That's one reason, yes. But let me tell you, God is infinite. It only makes sense, since God is infinite, that there has to be an infinite amount of numbers of reasons for God to be who God is. For a person to be God, they would have to have an infinity amount of numbers of reasons for them to be God. So it's not just because God isn't just God because he has unlimited knowledge, infinite knowledge. He knows everything. He's not God because he has infinite love, infinite mercy, that he's always existed, never coming into existence, never created, never had a beginning, never have an end. That doesn't make God God. Those are some reasons that that makes God God, yes. But again, before I close this video off, God is infinite, and it would take an infinite amount of reasons that none of us have the understanding in this world to comprehend, for God to be God. And maybe it'll even be hard to understand an infinite God, even while we are in our glorified bodies. So that is this video. I hope you guys enjoy.